originally, I wasn't going to make a video on this entire situation because it is stupid. It is so stupid. But because the Drama Queen submissions hotline has been blinging, we have no other choice. These TikTok creators in question are minors. And what this all really comes down to is being an alternative teenager who's wanting to set themselves apart from everybody else. The days where I thought wearing a Slipknot shirt out in public was so different. So don't you worry, I know this all too well, unfortunately. This TikTok creator is known on social media for having an incredible piercing setup at only 16. Now, I don't know what the laws are like in America, but here in Australia, you would most likely never ever see a 16-year-old with that many piercings. At least nothing more than a septum or a nose ring at that. The only piercing you can get without your parents' handwritten permission is, of course, your standard ear piercing. I bring this up because this particular TikTok creator made a video about another TikTok creator who is apparently copying her piercing setup. How Dee feels after gluing 30+ piercing balls on to copy my exact piercing setup. Now, obviously, this copying accusation isn't true, because if we look at Dee's piercings, they do look a little similar in placement, but overall you can definitely tell these two apart based on the piercing setup alone. And the first creator has like spikes and the second one has balls. Now, the copying accusations also aren't true because there's been many people who have come before them with similar piercing setups. Yeah, the second creator's piercings are fake, but that does not matter in the slightest.
Okay, so you piercing elitists are like really annoying. Do you understand that there are reasons that people cannot get themselves pierced? Like, first of all, I'm a minor and I have a job and like a ton of other shit. Like, my parents would not let me do that shit. Like, I respect the out of people that can get all the piercings in their face, but like hating on people that can't get them for like numerous reasons is embarrassing.
TikTok has gone absolutely nuts over this entire situation and are basically putting the first creator on blast by saying that they are jealous because they're not pretty as Dee, or they're just mad because their piercings don't look as good as Dee's and their piercings are real and this person's piercings aren't. This is a minor, guys. I know that what the first creator has said is honestly not right. So what if Dee has glued on her piercings? It doesn't matter. But making fun of their appearance doesn't help the situation, and in a way, it's also making fun of Dee because they look quite similar to the first creator. In all actuality, TikTok has really enforced and promoted a mindset of, well, I need to be as individual as possible. And that mostly comes from the alternative scene, unfortunately. The internet alternative scene, okay? Because this does not happen in real life. You want to be seen as different. You want to be seen cooler than everybody else. But when it comes down to it, it isn't a true way of living life. Piercings are a thing that many people get. And the fact that the other side of TikTok is making fun of Dee for having fake piercings are just as bad as bullying the other person's appearance. There are many reasons people opt in and actually go through with getting the piercings. Could be because gluing them on every day is just exhausting. Could be because they like the feel of the needle. Or better yet, could be because they just want the piercing. Whatever reason is valid, but whatever reason that one opts out of actually going ahead and getting a piercing is also valid in my big opinion. Dee said they are a minor and they have a job, therefore they couldn't even have piercings on this scale even if they wanted to. I really want my bridge done and I also want my eyebrow done at some point. But the last time I got pierced was my left nostril, and I got pierced by a pretty terrible piercer. I should have known when they weren't wearing gloves. This piercing took ages to heal, and I don't know if you guys remember, but there used to be this really big, disgusting, like pimple looking spot on this piercing. It took months to heal. It was nothing like the healing process of when I got this side done. And so that experience alone has put me off getting pierced for a while. So I heavily respect the people who have the courage to go out and get a ton of piercings on their face. I think it looks so cool. I also respect those who have invested in a strong ass glue to glue piercings on every single morning. And the TikToker who is being accused of copying is most likely going to get multiple piercings once they are of age. But it shouldn't be anyone's business because they're a minor. It doesn't matter. I wish people understood that not everybody's parents are as chill as theirs and are like, yeah, if you want to express yourself in this way, that is awesome. I love that for you, baby. Some people's parents don't believe in that. Some people's parents hate the alternative lifestyle, the fashion, whatever the goes into it, you know? So people also got to respect that too. I just didn't know that it was going to be so controversial for a 16-year-old to glue piercings on their face. It shouldn't really matter that much. All that to say, I think this entire situation is honestly pretty petty. I encourage you to do what the makes you happy and wear what the makes you happy. If that's by getting a bunch of piercings on your face, I love that for you. You look amazing. But if that's also by faking having piercings, then go for it. I don't care. Some people, like myself, don't care about having holes in their face forever, but some people don't want that, and that is also fine. I think that the hate both of these TikTokers are getting is just so silly. I think it's just a case of a teenager having an individuality complex, and a lot of the time they do get over that. There is a point where people do grow up and realize, oh, I was, being a little bit cringe, but how are you supposed to grow if you don't know? You know what I mean? So with all of that being said, everybody, thank you so much for your time today. I genuinely couldn't believe how many angry emails that I was getting about this. It's just piercings, guys. It's not the end of the world. Thanks for your stay at Yappersville today, everybody. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care of yourselves and most of all, love your fucking selves.